Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharyamathyamam Asmadacharyaparyantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vaivasvataya Mrityave Brahma Vidyacharya Nachiketase cha. We need to resume from PDF 6868 from the top, or Gita Press from page 70-24. Yes? Yeah. Kincha anyat.
Where is it? Kincha anyat.
Na virato duscharitat.
Na virato duscharitat.
Na shanto na samahitah.
Na shanto na samahitah.
Na shantamanaso vapi.
Na shantamanaso vapi.
Prajnanenainamapnuyat.
Prajnanenainamapnuyat.
Na virato duscharitat.
Na virato duscharitat.
Na shanto na samahitah.
Na shanto na samahitah.
Na shantamanaso vapi.
Na shantamanaso vapi.
Prajnanenainamapnuyat.
Prajnanenainamapnuyat.
Yeah. So in the last mantra, Nayamatma pravachanena labhyaha medhayana bahuna shrutena, highlighted the importance of one's own pursuit of Atma Vidya, one's initiative. That initiative is an important word. It has to come from oneself. And Atma Vidya will not be it's not automatic. It has to come from oneself. Permission has to be given by the individual, so to speak. And so, and despite other qualifications also mentioned, the Shravanam, Patanam, Ityadi, we saw all that. So, indirectly gave many qualifications. And by the way, this Atma Varanam is also important. Atma Varanam means one's own, one has to choose to know that Guru Dhatu was there. 2 times it was mentioned in that sloka, that mantra. So here Bhagavan Bhashyakara says, Kincha Anyat, moreover, Kincha is moreover, and in addition, means more attributes, qualities that are that will be useful in this journey of Atma Vidya is given in this mantra. Na virato duscharita. So the verb here is apnuyat. Apnuyat. Apnuyat means Bhagavan will say, Shankara will say, prapnoti, gains. Apnuyat means gains. Gains what? Yenam. Yenam apnuyat. Yenam. Yenam means this. Gains this. This means Atma. Gains Atma. Because the topic is Atma. And it's about gaining a proper understanding of Atma. So, enam apnuyat. Gains this Atma. Enam atmanam apnuyat. But then there is a lot of this nakara. Na avirataha. Duscharitat. Na ashantaha. Na asamahitaha. Na ashantamanasaha. So there are 4 nakaras. So first, Bhagavan Bhashyakara will take this mantra as Duscharitat avirataha na apnuyat. Atmanam na apnuyat. Ashantaha atmanam na apnuyat. Asamahitaha atmanam na apnuyat. I hope you're following. That na is taken with the verb. Does not gain, does not gain, does not gain. These are the people who do not get it, will not gain the Atma. That is how Bhashyakara will explain. And then after he explains that, he will put the na the way it is in this moolam. And then na duscharitat avirataha atmanam apnuyat. Like that he is going to say. Okay. So both meanings will be given by Shankaracharya. So let's look at this. Duscharitat avirataha. Duscharitat, one who has not withdrawn from durachara. Durachara means unbecoming actions. Adharmic, what we would consider adharma. The one who continues to be caught up in by ragadvesha and therefore continues to do things that are not considered as dharma. So that kind of duracharat. Virataha means one who has withdrawn from that. Virataha. Avirataha, one who has not withdrawn. So we're going to say na apnoti. Put all the nas, collect all the nas and put it in front of apnuyat. And so, duscharitat avirataha, one who has not withdrawn, okay, from this unrighteous behavior. Okay. And then what? Ashantaha. Na ashantaha. Na take out. Ashantaha. So Shantaha here, Shankaracharya will tell us Damaha, like the attribute of Damaha. What is Damaha? Indriya Nigraha, Damakaha, Indriya Nigraha. So the mastery of one's own sense organs. One whose sense organs are not aching for titillation, constantly wanting something new, wanting to see something, eat something, all that kind of stuff. That is called damaha. Then na asamahitaha. The na you take out. Asamahitaha. Samahitaha. Samahitaha means one who is who has samadhanam, who has focus. Who has focus. Whatever one wants, one needs to be focused on that. So that focus is called samadhanam. So asamahitaha means one who does not have that samadhana buddhi. So adhikaritvam, we need to bring adhikaritvam here, vivekam, vairakyam, shamadama, uparati, shraddha, titiksha, samadhanam. So Damaha was mentioned, samadhanam is mentioned here. One without samadhanam, without focus, ability to focus. Then, na ashanta manasaha, shanta manasaha. So, shanta manasaha again means shamaha. Among those shatka sampatti, it refers to shamaha. Then what is shamaha? Shamaha is mano nigraha, according to Tattvabodha, Tattvabodhakara, mano nigraha. Mastery of one's own mind. Means one whose mind simply doesn't move around uncontrolled manner. One who uses the mind for what it is to be used. One whose mind is in one's control. That's the idea. Shanta manasaha, shamaha. Na shanta manaso vapi prajnanena yenam apnuyat. So bring all the na here. Na apnuyat. He says, prajnanena atmanam na apnuyat. A person who is like this, adharmacharaha, who is ashantaha, whose sense organs are not in one's own control, asamahitaha, ashanta manasaha, such a person, yenam atmanam na apnuya. Prajnanena, even by studying Bhagavad Gita, prajnanena, even studying Bhagavad Gita will not help this person. Okay? Very interesting mantra it is. It highlights the importance of all these, all our, the adhikaritvam is mentioned. This is the only area where they will talk about these kinds of adhikari. Self-discipline becomes very important in Atma Vidya. In no other Vidya, self-discipline is taught. So that's the gist of this mantra. These four qualities are given. One without these four qualities will not gain Atma, or the one with the four qualities will gain the Atma. Both are identical statements. The gist of this mantra. So adhikaritva highlighted in this mantra. So let's read the Bhaashyam now. न दुश्चरितात्
न दुश्चरितात्
प्रतिषिद्धात्
प्रतिषिद्धात्
श्रुति स्मृति अविहितात्
श्रुति स्मृति अविहितात्
पापकर्मणः
पापकर्मणः
अविरतः
अविरतः
अनुपरतः
अनुपरतः
न अपि
न अपि
इन्द्रिय लौल्यात्
इन्द्रियलौल्यात्
अशान्तः अनुपरतः
अशान्तः अनुपरतः
न अपि
न अपि
असमाहितः
असमाहितः
अनेकाग्रमनाः
अनेकाग्रमनाः
विक्षिप्तचित्तः
विक्षिप्तचित्तः चित्तः.
Right. So that's the first half of the mantra. Na duscharitat pratishiddhat shruti smriti avihitat papa karmanaha avirataha anuparataha. That is the first attribute that is talked about. You can say number one. And you're going to take the na out of there for now. Okay. And after anuparataha, you can say within brackets, atmanam na apnuyat. Atmanam na apnuyat. Atmanam na apnuyat in brackets. Na comes from the first word is na. That na comes here. So it should read Duscharitat Pratishiddat Shruti Smriti Avihitat Papa Karmanaha Avirataha Anuparataha Atmanam Na Apnuyat. Full stop. Okay. So that's a simple statement to understand. So Atmanam Na Apnuyat does not gain the Atma. Okay. And who is that person that is described? Duscharitat Avirataha. That is Moolam. So we saw that one who has not withdrawn from. Bhaskara says avirataha is equal to anuparata. Anuparata. Both are identical meanings. You find this word periodically in our Shastra. So rataha, ramdhat, ramdhat, from which we get the word ramaha. So that ramdhatu tapratyaya for Sanskrit students. Rama kridayam. Rama kridayam. Ram is in the sense of play, sporting. So the joyfulness, that's the idea. So Ramaha, Ramate Asminiti Ramaha, one who is playful. I mean, you don't see Rama playful at all in Ramayana. Rama is playfulness gone, long ago gone. Somewhere childhood gone. And then Ayodhya, once he becomes, and he is going constantly, he's fighting or he's doing something away. So, but Ram means in the sense of playfulness, that's the idea. Anuparata. Here it means not withdrawn from. Parataha, withdrawn. Anuparataha, not withdrawn. From what? Look at this. Papa karmana. Duscharitat means he's giving many meanings. Papa is saying pratishiddhat. Pratishiddha karma is what? Prohibited actions. Shastra prohibited actions. What kind of actions are talked about by Shastra? Nitya karma, naimittika karma, pratishiddha karma. Okay, nitya karma, naimittika karma, pratishiddha karma. And this one, we call it. The karma that is done, the prayaschitta karma, that's four types of karma is what Shastram talks about. Nitya karma, naimittika karma, and then pratishiddha karma and prayaschitta karma. Nitya karma, naimittika karma is what? Nitya karma is daily karma. Daily, whatever I have to do is called nitya karma. Sandhya vandanadi. Then, naimittika karma, to be done also regularly, but regularly means during Amavasya, etc. Shraddha karma or Chandrayanam, these kinds of things occasionally, and then the eclipse time. Okay? Those kinds of karma are called naimittika karma. Certain occasions, it must be done. Then pratishiddha karma, avoided karma that must be avoided. So, satyam vada, speak the truth, means you have to avoid. Himsam na kuryat. So, avoid himsa altogether. So, that kind of things are called pratishiddha karma. And then prayaschitta karma is the fourth one. Prayaschitta karma. And that is karma that is prescribed to neutralize any wrong actions I may have done. It's called prayaschitta karma. These are the four types of karma. So here he is referring to what? One of those four, which is pratishiddhat karmana. Avirataha. One was not, is still continuing to do pratishiddha karma, prohibited actions. And Shruti, Smriti, Avihitat. And then also continues to do karma, which is not ordained by Shruti, Smriti. Shruti and Smriti, that's our guiding light, So, correct. Tells us that anything that is not said by Shruti and Smriti, Which means what? Which means what? See, Shruti doesn't say we should visit the island of Bali, Indonesia. I don't think Shruti will say that. Vedas will not say you should not visit Bali. It will not say you should visit Bali also. But neither you will find in Vedas. Okay. So here it says not vihitam, not mandated by Shruti Smriti. And anything that is not mandated, the person does. Means what? It means when we keep doing things that are not mandated by but not mentioned by Shruti, if I don't do what is to be done and said by the Shruti, I will end up doing more and more of what is not said by the Shruti. And so I'll be moving further and further. That's the idea. So Shruti Smriti Abhihita is equal to all of this means what? Papa karma. One who continues to do papa karma. One who is not withdrawn. Papa karmanaha. Panchami ekavachana. Avirataha. One who is not withdrawn. One who is not given up. Okay? From bad conduct. In summary, one who has not given up bad conduct. And in our idea, bad conduct means Veda, because Veda governs us. Shankaracharya is giving that. Shruti, Smriti, etc. And so actions not supported by Vedas, Shruti and Smriti, etc. Okay, that is number one. Dharmachari. Adharmachari, something like that you can say. Second one. Na api indriya laulyat ashantaha anuparataha, within brackets, atmanam na prapnuyat. Na api, also. Ashantaha. See, the word Shanta comes 2 times in this mantra. Okay. Here Ashantaha, second line, Shanta Manasaha. Okay. Shanta, literally Shanta comes from the Shamda. Shamda. And so, because 2 times it comes here, Shankaracharya is taking it to be Damaha. Why? Because Indriya Laulya, he says. So, Indriyas, when it is mentioned, it refers to Damaha, the attribute of Damaha. Okay? Mastery of sense organs. So, Indriya Laulyat Ashantaha means Indriya Laulyat. This load that, okay, it means it means this constant, this waywardness, and constantly looking for something, looking to do something, that kind of inclination is called Indriya Lola. So that bhava is called Indriya Laulyaha. So Shankaracharya is saying Indriya Laulya. Constantly, sense organs have to be pleased, I have to be pleased by something or the other. That idea. Okay. That is called Indriya Laulyat. Ashantaha, one who is not one who is not like that. Okay. Anuparata, one who is not uh, withdrawn from that kind of a behavior. Atmanam na apnuyat, one who has not desisted from that waywardness, excesses, addictions, okay? Those things we can. Playfulness of the sense organs, all that can be included here. Such a person, Atmanam na apnuyat. Okay? Then, asamahitaha, anekagramanaha, vikshipta chittaha. Then brackets, Atmanam na apnuyat. Asamahitaha. Samahitaha. Have you heard the word samahitaha before? Yeah, samahitaha. Huh?
In Bhagavad Gita also.
Yeah, samahitaha. What dhatu it is? Samadhihi. samadhanam. Okay, same. All the words come from the same dhatu called dha. Dha dhatu. So even though here dha is not there in this word, samahita, the dha becomes ha. Okay, and so it is that same samadhihi, samadhanam. All those words, if you see, it's all the same root. Dha. So dharana poshana yoho. In the sense of supporting, nourishing, etc. That dhatu is used. The samahitaha. So only here a focused mind. Okay, focused mind. Only a focused mind can accomplish things of significance. And so that's the idea here. And so that's why Shankaracharya says, Anekagra manaha. Ekagra manas. Ekagra manaha means it's singular actually. Manaha it says, but anaha is singular, right? Like what? Like Nachiketas, Nachiketaha is singular, correct? So we saw that Sakaranta Pulling. So same thing here also. Therefore, Ekaha agre manasaha yasya asti iti ekagra manaha. So the one in whose mind, in front of whose mind, there is only one thing. Agre means first, in the front, agre. Ekaha agre. Only one thing is there in front of his mind. Only one thing is there. Means focused mind, correct? Look at the way Sanskrit works. Focused mind. Right now, I'm only thinking of one thing. We'll talk about that later. Right now, I'm focused. And I'm for next half an hour, I'm going to be busy with this one. So, ekagramana. So, anekagramana. In whom a lot of things are there. Okay. So, one whose mind is fragmented. Okay. Turbulent. Okay. Not single pointed. Okay. Anekagramana. Vikshipta chitta. Shankaracharya continues to give some synonyms. Vikshipta chitta. Chitta means mind. Chip is to throw. Chip means to throw. Throwing. Like they throw seeds. You know how to throw seeds on the farm, right? So they'll have this basket of seeds. Then they'll throw like this. Like this you have to throw. You can't do like this, okay? In certain places you have to do like this. But here you have to throw. You have to scatter. Scatter. And so, vikshipta chitta, mind, scatter-brained. They say scatter-brained. That's exactly what it is. Okay? Not unable to focus because person is scattered-brained. Fragmented. Okay. Having explained this, now he's going to explain the next one. Let's read the next half. Samahita chittaha api. Yeah, so I think Mahesh is asking multitask. Okay. I actually wrote down multitasking. I said multitasking question mark. They say multitasking used to be a very popular guy so much, and until I read an article in New York Times, they say multitasking is okay once in a while, but after a while, this brain becomes scattered and can't focus. And so the people who can't focus, they like to do many things at the same. Chrome is very good because now they have many tabs also. You can have many tabs in Chrome. Cut. So you can keep tabs on everything. Keep tabs on everything, weather, local weather, then this weather, city weather, and then WhatsApp is there. Inbox is there, Gmail. Like there's so many tabs. What you're doing, few tabs. So that's called multitasking. Yeah, thanks for reminding. I actually wrote down here multitasking. Okay, then. Samahita chittaha api.
समाहित चित्तः अपि
Sansmadhan.
San is a separate word. Samadhana phalarthitvat.
San samadhana falachitvat.
Yeah. Na api.
Na api ti.
Na api.
Na api
Ashanta manasaha.
Ashanta manasaha
Vyaprita chittaha va.
Vyaprit chittaha pra
Prajnanena.
Ajnanena
Vyaprita chittaha va. We can put a full stop in Gita Press. Prajnanena.
Prajnanena
Brahma vijnanena.
Brahma Vijnanena
Enam.
Enam
Prakritam atmanam.
Prakritam Atmanam
Apnuyat.
Apnuyat.
That will complete the Bhaashyam of the second half of this mantra. Okay? So he's saying, Shankaracharya is not saying, Samahita chittaha api san. Okay, this guy is not multitasking. He knows how to focus. Knows how to Samahita chittaha api san. No, there are people who can focus quite well. Okay, despite Samahita chittaha api san being one who can focus, Samadhana phalartitva. That's Samadhana. A fellow can meditate and all. Don't think, he can't meditate. He will meditate. But then phalarti asti. Phalarti means with a particular goal in mind, a material goal in mind, a prayer's goal in mind, that guy can focus very well. He's a go-getter. A go-getter. He knows what to focus on. He'll spend a few minutes in the morning meditating on what is to be done. Rest of the day, what I should accomplish today. They say you should do all that. You should plan for the day and all. Spend a few minutes or spend a few minutes in the night recapping what all you did today, etc. They're all good things. But this guy, Shankaracharya wants to say, yeah, there are people who can focus very well, but they focus on preyo vishayaha, okay, anatma vishayaha. Therefore, samadhana palartitva, because the guy has eyes are on the target, an anatma target, palarti. He wants something out of this focus. Okay? And like, for example, Dhruvaha. Dhruva is well known for tapas. My goodness, young boy, he stood on one leg and then did tapas. And the whole world was just shaking its limbs. Like that, we heard stories. And but you know what? Dhruva did not, his tapas was for something else. He missed out something, the kingdom. He wanted some other thing, etc. So that is the tapas he did. And mother said, you have to do tapas if you want to be loved by your father, if you want a kingdom, etc. You have to do tapas. So he was that kind of a person. And our Rakshasas are not ordinary people. Hiranyakashipu and all, Ravana and all, don't think we should not, put them down. They're all tapasvis, okay? They're all tapasvis. Their tapas was on something else. Okay? So, Sakama Upasana Kartaraha. These people are Upasana Karta, no doubt. They do meditate and they do focus on things. But then Sakama Vishaya, focus on that. So, Samadhana Phalartitvat, because being something where they're looking for some specific phalam end, okay, of that Samadhana. Then what? Na api ashanta manasaha. Okay. So what is Ashanta Manasaha? Shankaracharya has to explain. Vyapruta Chittaha. That's it. That clinches. Chittaha, mind. Vyapruta Chittaha. This Vyaparaha. Vyapar. Mind is occupied. Mind is preoccupied. Preoccupied. Kya karna hai aaj? What should I do? Where should I invest my money now? This many people waste their lives on this. Entire lives are wasted on where to invest. And so that is called Vyaprata Chittaha. Such a person will not have time for Atma at all. Why? Because Vyaprata Chittaha. Not Ashanta Manasaha, not totally calm. Calmness with a purpose is not totally calm. Can we say that? Calmness with a purpose. It's not totally calm because unless I get it, my focus is on something that I want. And it is anatma, and therefore that person's mind, that person is called a Vyaprata Chittaha. Okay? Not totally calm, being one with a preoccupied mind. And then here you have to say, Atmanam na apnuya. Such a person cannot gain this Atma. And cannot gain this Atma means you have to understand it cannot be one of the four results of karma, which is
Apyam,
Apyam.
prapyam.
Apyam,
Then Parivartana.
Produce
Upadyam,
Utpadyam.
No.
Modification.
Parivartanam something.
Vikaryam, and
Vikaryam.
Samskar.
Samskaram. Yeah.
So apyam is there in one of that. So here apyam, atmanam na apnuyat. So we should be careful that this apyam that Shastram is talking about is not that apyam of karma, right? Why? Because Atma is already there. There's no need to get or hold Atma. Atma is not going to fly away anywhere. And so, Atmanam na apnuyat. Then, within brackets, but then here next, Prajnanena Brahma Vijnanena. So Prajnanena, Bhaashyakara says, by Brahma Vijnanam, by Brahma Jnanam, by Atma Jnanam, Yenam Prakritam Atmanam. Yenam, this, Shankaracharya is explaining what this is. This means Prakritam Atmanam. The Atma, that is the topic of discussion right now. All these past mantras, whatever we are talking about is about Atma. Therefore, Prakritam Atmanam. Okay. The Atma that is being talked about, by Yamadharma Raja, that Atma. Brahma Vijnanena Api Na Apnuyat. I have put 4 nas here. Because there are 4 nas, we collected all of them and put here. Na apnuyat. And so, prapnoti. Shankaracharya says later, prapnoti at the end of the Bhaashyam, if you look, prapnoti, atmanam prapnona prapnoti, he says. Okay. So, that apnuyat within brackets, prapnoti gains. Because apnuyat is a vidiling. But it's better to put it in lat lakara, present tense, prapnoti. That's what Shankaracharya will do later. So, even by Brahma Vijnanam means what? Even by studying Brahma Vidya. This is why we get into this discussion of Vedanta is theory. How do you practice Vedanta? This question comes from where? From where? From a preoccupied mind. Mind is busy. Mind is busy doing so many things. So many irons are there in the fire, as they say in English. So many things are cooking. Okay. And then in between, somebody said you have to study Bhagavad Gita. You're already 60 years old. Oh, really? I should study. Yeah, you're right. My friends are also studying. So this guy comes to Bhagavad Gita class. He attends a few classes. Then he says, Vedanta is a lot of theory. How do I practice it? Because this fellow is all about practical, very practical guy. A very, 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 very practical guy he is. So he's asking the question to Guruji, Vedanta is all theory. Very lot of words are there. How do I practice it? And all the years of teaching, Guruji has to just run away from class because all Adhikaritvam was talked about, and all Atma and all mantras have been explained. And then he says, how do I practice it? So, because that's the mindset. Our mindset is that. In Preyo Marga, the mindset is what? There is theory, there is practice. There is theory. How do you make a particular dish? Theory only. No point knowing the dish. Do you know how to make it or not? This is what finally is going to fill your stomach. Correct. Theory, practice. Theory, practice. What does Shankaracharya say? Famous statement. I don't know where it comes. I forgot. Aparam chet praptavyam. Param chet jnatavyam. Aparam chet praptavyam. It is, if it is apara vastu, means if it is something in this world that you want, then praptavyam. You have to go and get it. You have to make an effort. Do something. You have to spend some money. You have to take somebody's help and get it. Okay, which is in that fourth category. Apyam, Utpadyam, Samskarim, etc. category. You have to go get it. Otherwise, you have to make an effort. Right now, you don't have it, you have to get it. This is aparam chet praptavyam. Then what? Param chet. If what you have to get is Purna Vastu, Sarvavyapi, then what? Jnatavyam. That is only option. Jnatavyam, you have to know it. Therefore, this theory practice question, these kinds of people will have that theory practice question. It's a lot of theory. Because the guy is looking to do something. If you tell me to do something, I'm ready to do. Guruji, I'm ready to do whatever you want. What should I do to get Atma? And people are, Swamiji will say, I can't even run away because I ran away and got sannyasa. So where can I go after sannyasa? Vedas don't say anything. After sannyasa, do this. Like that, there is no such mandate. And so I already have sannyasa. Therefore, I can't run away also anywhere. Like that Swamiji says. So, Atmanam na apnuyat. Prajnanena api. Even by the wonderful study and writing notes and knowing so much Sanskrit, still Atmanam na apnuyat, says Shankaracharya. Okay. So let's read the concluding portion of this Bhaashyam. Yaha tu
Yah tu
duscharitat
duscharitat
virataha
dvirataha
indriya laulyat cha
indriyalaulyacha
samahita chittaha
samahita chittaha
samadhana
samadhana
phalat api
phalad api
upashanta manasaha
upashantamanasaha
cha
cha
acharyavan
acharyavan
prajnanena
prajnanena
yathoktam
yathoktam
atmanam prapnoti ityarthaha.
atmanam prapnoti ityarthaha.
Yeah. So Shankaracharya has explained the mantra already by saying so now he's going to give the opposite of that. So who gains? Who does not gain? We have seen Atma. So who gains? That is the question. So he's just putting the na in front of all the nouns, and he's saying, Yahatu duscharitat virata. So that na avirataha, he's na, not. He's cancelling off the two nas and then saying virataha. Instead of saying na avirataha, he's saying virataha. So duscharitat virataha, one who has given up all this cutting corners and deceiving and lying and bulldozing over people, that kind of work, that kind of activity, behavior. Duscharitat virataha, comma, right? Indriya laulyat cha. Indriya laulyat cha. With a we have to put within brackets virataha. Correct. Within brackets, you have to put virataha. Means one who has given up the desire to constantly engage oneself. I want to see something, I want to do something, I want to eat something, I want to listen to some music, So this constant, running around is there. And so that Indriya Laulyat cha, within brackets, Virataha, comma, okay, Samahita Chittaha, okay, Samahita Chittaha, comma, one who has a focused mind, okay, one who is a Shamavan. Then Samadhana Phalat Api Upashanta Manasaha cha. One who does not want any benefit from Samadhanam, any Anatma benefit, any preyas benefit. Okay, there is a meaning there. Benefit of Samadhanam is there. So, Takarana Shuddhi is a benefit. So, finally, Atma Vidya is there. And so, all that benefits are there. But in general, when we say benefit, we mean some material gain, some tangible gain. Right now, what can I get out of that? Samadhana Phalat Api Upashanta Manasaha. One who doesn't have any, one who has turned away from any material results of Upasanam. Samadhanam means Upasanam here. Okay, or from the concentration, focus, etc. And so Shama and Dama have been nicely mentioned in this mantra. And here in this particular line, Samadhana, Phalat, Phalam is there. So Viragaha is indicated, correct? Vairagyam indicated, correct? Because Vairagya means what? Dispassion towards so many attractive things that are there. So Nachiketa is a Viragi. He said Shobhava, etc. So he had that Vairagya. So that Viraga.
Vishaya Vitrishnasya. Vishaya Vitrishnasya, he explained.
Vishaya Vitrishnasya in the initial portion, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Ihamutra Phala Bhoga Vishayeshu Virakaha. Not just here in this world, but in any other world also. Iha Amutra. Both were offered to Nachiketa. Both were offered. So that is indicated here, hinted. And then Shankaracharya adds another word, Acharyavan. So that mantra doesn't say Acharyavan. Okay, but Shankaracharya says, hey, you have all these qualities, good, but sa guru meva bigachet. So Kathopanishad says, with all these qualities, you don't sit around saying, I'm a great guy, etc. No, you're great, good, but you have to immediately go to a guru so that you can get the Upadesha. So Acharyavan, one who has Acharya, who has an Acharya. Prajnanena. So Acharyavan, Tadvidhi Pranipatena, Pariprashnena Sevaya, Upadekshanti Te Jnanam. Correct? Bhagavad Gita. Jnaninaha Tattvadarshinaha. So that indicated in the Bhagavad Gita also. And then elsewhere Shankaracharya will say, Swatantrena Shastranveshanam na kuryat. Don't study the Shastram by yourself. By oneself. May one's not studying by oneself. That's the idea. Because these words are like that, the idea is like that. Who's going to say karma's results are these four? And who's going to come and explain? Param chet praptavyam, param chet jnatavyam. So go to Guru. Okay, sa Guru meva vigachet, Kathopanishad. So all that comes here, Acharyavan. And then prajnanena yathoktam atmanam prapnoti. Ityarthaha. Ityarthaha. This is the summary. Prajnanena yathoktam atmanam prapnoti. Only that person who has these attributes, when that person studies, pursues the Shastram, then yathoktam atmanam prapnoti. Gains the Atma which has been told in this manner. Yathoktam. Okay? Yathoktam. So yathoktam means now you have to scratch your head. What was told about Atma? If you ask, then you have to go back to the 18th mantra. Na jayate, mriyate, va, vipaschit. That's where Atma was described. So you have to go back to those 18th mantra, I think it is. Yeah, na jayate, mriyate, hanta chen manyate, hantum. Then anoraniyan mahato mahiyan. Asino duram rajati. Sitting here, Atma seems to go far away. Okay. Then ashariram sharireshu nayamatma pravachanena labhya. All these things will come. So yathoktam atmanam. That kind of atma, this person will come to know. Prapnoti ityartaha. So this is where he mentions prapnoti for the word apnuyat. Yeah. So in summary, four attributes, four qualities of an adhikari are discussed in this mantra. In a very interesting way, saying that a person with those four qualities can gain atma, or a person without those four qualities will not gain atma. Either way is identical. What are the four qualities? Dharmacharaha, shamaha, damaha, and samadhanam, focus. Dharmacharaha, shamaha, samadhanam, and damaha, whichever order you want. Avirataha duscharita is dharmacharaha, ashantaha is damaha, samahitaha is samadhanam, and shanta manasaha. Those four qualities. Okay, I'm going to now tell you the Adhyaya, this mantra. Duscharitat. Duscharitat. Within brackets, papa karmanaha. Prachara is good. Papa karmanaha. Avirataha. Avirataha. Ashantaha. So you can put a comma after avirataha. Ashantaha. Within brackets, Indriya laulyat anuparataha. And within the brackets, you can say damaha for our understanding. So, Indriya laulyat anuparataha, Shankaracharya's words, then our word is damaha. Asamahitaha, within brackets, anekagramanaha. Okay, asamahitaha, within brackets, anekagramanaha, comma, ashantamanasaha. Ashantamanasaha, within brackets, vyaprita chittaha. Vyaprita chittaha. Vapi, moolam, vapi, prajnanena, enam, within brackets, prakritam atmanam. Enam, within brackets, prakritam atmanam. Na apnuyat. Moolam. Na apnuyat. Prajnanena, enam, prakritam atmanam. Na apnuyat. So, in fact, you can I mean, na apnuyat we have written, but really there are 4 nakaras. 4 nas are there, right? So we have just replaced 4 by 1 nakara. 1 na. So duscharitat papakarmanaha avirataha, comma, ashantaha indriya laulyat anuparataha, comma, asamahitaha anekagramanaha, comma, ashanta vyapruta chittaha vapi prajnanena yenam prakritam atmanam na apnuyat. That's the Anvaya. And you can give another Anvaya. That could be your homework. What is the other Anvaya? The na has to go in front of all the attributes. Okay, you can say something like yaha duscharitat avirataha na bhavati. Something like that. Comma, dot, dot, dot. That can be your homework. Okay. Let's read the next one. Yaha tu
यः तु
anevam bhutaha
अनेवं भूतः
yasya brahma cha atram cha
यस्य ब्रह्म च क्षत्रं च
ubhe bhavata odanaha
उभे भवत ओदनः
mrityur yasyopasechanam
मृत्युर्यस्योपचे सेचनं
ka itha veda yatra saha
क इत्था वेद यत्र सः
yasya brahma cha kshatram cha
यस्य ब्रह्म च क्षत्रं च
ubhe bhavata odanaha
उभे भवत ओदनः
mrityur yasyopasechanam
मृत्युर्यस्योपसेचनं
ka itha veda yatra saha.
क इत्था वेद यत्र सः
Yaha tu anevam bhutaha. Yaha tu, on the other hand, one who is not like that. Evam bhutaha. Evam means this, in this manner. Evam bhutaha. One who is not like this. Evam bhutaha. Anevam bhutaha. An is negates the evam bhutaha. So one who is not as explained above. Correct? So, as explained above means, remember, prajnanena enam apnuyat. One who gains should have those attributes. They're all qualities, good qualities, no doubt. So one who does not have those qualities of shama, dhamma, dharmachara, and samadhanam, what about that such a person? What happens? That is what Shankaracharya is saying. This is the next mantra will tell us. Yeah. Very interesting mantra it is. Yeah. And he says, two more descriptions are given for Atma. Okay. Very interesting description. Yeah. Yasya Brahma cha Kshatram cha. Brahma means Brahmanaha. Kshatram is a Kshatriya. Okay, Shankaracharya will explain. And Yasya Brahma cha Kshatram cha. Ubhe Bhavata Odanaha. Odana means food. Annam. Okay. It seems Brahmana and Kshatriya are the food for Atma. Literal meaning. But Shankara will explain. Brahmana and Kshatriya, they are protectors of dharma in society. And so, when somebody says Brahmana and Kshatriya are food, it means the entire world is food for Atma. Entire world is consumed by Atma. Means what? Entire world is pervaded by Atma. And Atma is Satyam, world is Mithya. So therefore, Mithya is kind of shaky. And so Atma is as though consumed the world. Correct? It is like the clay has consumed the pot. Clay has consumed all the world of pots has been consumed by clay. Okay, that's the idea. Then, mrityuhu yasya upasrechanam. Upasechanam means the Sanskrit students will know the word upasechanam. Most people will not know the word upasechanam. I'm telling you, only that too, only people who have gone through Sanskrita Bharati like curriculum will know the word upasechanam. Because in traditional books, if you see Ramaha Ramau Ramaha, Ramam Ramau Raman, Ramena Ramabhyam Ramahi, this is what they learn. In Sanskrita Bharati, we don't teach anything like Ramaha Ramau Ramaha will come long afterwards. Initially, they will say Bhavataha Nama Kim. That's how they start. What is your name? And then after a few classes, they will show a picture of all these food items. And they'll show this is called Annam. This is main dish, that's Annam. Then there is a side dish. What is that called? It is called Upasechanam. Upasechanam, side dish. We can't have food without side dishes. Something must be, one vegetable must be there. Some pachadi must be there. Pickle must be there. If you invite a guest and you serve him food without pickle, they will think, what is this? These people won't have pickle also. Pickle, after all, you just have to go buy a Priya pickle bottle. They can't do that also. That's what they will think. So have 2-3 bottles of pickle. So that will make them happy. At the end, that pickle will make them happy. And so this upasechana means side dish, pickle. And then, what is the pickle for Atma? Mrityuhu yasya upasechanam. This Yama is a pickle for Atma, it seems. Yama. This Yama, who's everybody is afraid of Yama, but Yama is a pickle for Atma. Okay? And that kind of Atma, kaha itta veda yatra saha. Who is going to know this Atma? One without these attributes, right? Duscharita, Tishamavan, Damavan, we saw all that. So who is going to know? Yatra, kaha veda, who is going to know that? Okay, who will know that? Ittha. Ittha means in this manner, this kind of Atma. Who will know? Yatra saha. Who will know where this Atma is? Because they're all looking for Atma, The minute you look for Atma, you have lost Atma. Correct? Because I'm looking for Atma. You lost Atma. Keeping the car keys in the pocket, I'm looking for my car keys. Where will I find it? Nobody will find. You won't find it. It's not going to be anywhere in the home. So that kind of yatra saha, nobody is going to know the Atma as to where Atma is. That's the gist of this mantra. Let's read the Bhaashyam. Yasya Atmanaha.
यस्य आत्मनः
Brahma cha kshatram cha.
ब्रह्म च क्षत्रं च.
Gita Press, you have to add those 4 words. Brahma cha, kshatram cha are absent in Gita Press. Just write it down. Brahma kshattre.
ब्रह्म क्षत्रे.
Sarva dharma vidharake api.
सर्वधर्म विदारकेऽपि.
Sarvatrana bhute.
सर्वत्राणभूते.
Ubhe odanaha.
उभे ओदनः.
Ashanam bhavataha syatam.
अशनं भवतः स्याताम्.
Full stop. Sarva haraha api.
सर्वहरः अपि.
Mrityuhu.
मृत्युः.
Yasya upasechanam.
यस्य उपसेचनम्.
Iva odanasya.
इव ओदनस्य.
Ashanatve.
अशनत्वे.
Api aparyaptaha.
अपि अपर्याप्तः.
Stop there.
Jayakumar ji, this is Eva or Eva?
Eva or Eva? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so Eva is better than Eva. So I think your book says Eva. And Gita Press says Eva. Eva is better than Eva. Both meanings are okay. Iva, eva, you'll see. Both are okay. So there is a part of Veda. So because these are all coming through just Shravanam, just listening and writing in palm reef manuscripts and all. So these kinds of differences we see. Okay. Yasya atmanaha brahma cha kshatram cha brahma kshattre sarva dharma vidharake api sarva trana bhute api. Okay. So Brahma and Kshatram cha. Brahma kshattre. Okay. Who are these people? Brahma kshattre means Brahmana and Kshatriya. He doesn't use the word Brahmana, but we have to understand it as Brahmana and Kshatriya. How do we understand it? Why so? Sarva dharma vidharake. Sarva dharma vidharake. They are the sustainers of dharma in society. They are the people who should be guiding the rest of society. Okay? Okay. Why is there a problem in society, Indian society today? Kshatriyas who have taken up government posts are not doing the Kshatriyatvam job. Okay. And the Brahmanas who are supposed to be guiding the Kshatriyas are not doing that job. Okay. They are into stock market. And so where is the time for Veda and all that? There's no time for Veda. So therefore, sarva dharma vidharake, sarva trana bhute api. They support dharma, upholders of dharma, and therefore they protect trana. Trana means protection. They are the ones the society relies on for advice, for guidance, what to do next. What do you want us to do? Tell us, we will do. There are people waiting for proper role models. And so those role models, they are the role models of society. Okay. And how is a Brahmana role model? Well, the Brahmana will focus on long-term good of the society. Kshatriya, short-term good. Kshatriya is protecting the country. So short-term good, you need both long-term and short-term solutions. And so it's like somebody is hungry, immediately food has to be given. Kshatriya will do that. Brahmana, you give a chance, he will talk about nutrition. What is good food? What is nutritious food? All that he will give. So like that. That is long-term. So that kind of, one is first aid, the other is long-term medicine, long-term advice. And so that is why here the Upanishad is choosing the word Brahmanaha and Kshatriyaha. And what about those two? So Yasya Atmanaha, for that Atma, this Brahmanas and Kshatriyas, what do they become? Ubhe Odanaha Ashanam Bhavataha Syatam. Ubhe Odanam Bhavataha. Ubhe means both of them. Both two. Those two. Odanaha means Shankaracharya is converting it into Dvitiya Vibhakti. Odanaha is Prathama Vibhakti. Therefore, he's saying Ashanam. Ashanam is food. Anything that is edible is called Ashanam. That which is eaten is called Ashanam. Bhavataha. Bhavataha. So, Prathama Purusha, Dvivachana, Bhavataha, because there are two. Syatam. The Atma is one for whom both the Brahmana and Kshatriya, and by implication the entire cosmos, the world of Chetanam and Achetanam, okay, is food, become food. Okay. That's the meaning of that. Then, Sarvaharaha api mrityuhu yasya upasechanam iva. Mrityuhu yasya upasechanam. Mrityu yasya atmana. So Atma is one for whom Mrityu is a side dish. Mrityu is a pickle. Shankaracharya says Sarvaharaha api. Why should Shankaracharya say Sarvaharaha? Anybody?
He kills everybody. He kills everybody.
He kills everybody, and Shankaracharya is thinking about what mantra? No? Chapter 10 Bhagavad Gita. Mrityu sarvaharashchaham. Somewhere you find 34 or 38 mantra in the 10th chapter. Look it up. Mrityu sarvaharashchaham. Like that, Krishna says. So perhaps Bhashyakara is thinking about that. Sarvaharaha api. And here after, because Mrityu consumes everything. Mrityu consumes everything. But then Atma consumes Mrityu. You know? So one guy comes and says, my Jahan Khan. My Jahan Khan. Means I am the controller of the world. And then the reply he gets is, my Tujhe Khan. My Tujhe Khan. My Tujhe Khaunga. I eat you up. Okay, you eat the world, I eat you up. So like that. So, for whom? Even Yama, who is the destroyer of all, consumer of all, is upasechanam, is a food supplement, side dish, pickle, multivitamin tablet. That kind of appears with iva, upasechanam, iva, like a side dish. Okay? And so, of course, Mrityunjaya, how you already mentioned all those. Mrityunjaya. So Shiva is called Mrityunjaya. Namaste astu bhagavan Vishveshwaraya Mahadevaya Trambakaya Tripurantakaya Trikalagni Kalaya Kalagni Rudraya. So Kalagni Rudraya. So he finishes time. Yesterday there was a question in class. Time. In the beginning doesn't exist. In the beginning will exist only if time exists. If you accept time, then only you can talk about in the beginning, in the end, etc. If time itself is a mithya, time disappears every day for all of us in deep sleep. Therefore, there is no question of in the beginning. Okay? This is Vedanta. Okay? Odanasya ashanatve api aparyaptaha. Ashanatve api aparyaptaha. Ashanam means for food. This Mrityu, not even worthy of food, not even worthy of a little side dish also. That kind of way. Shankaracharya is making humor here, humor. You can't even have Mrityu for side dish. That is what he's saying. Not worthy of being a side dish. Like that, Shankaracharya's humor we can see here. Despite being unfit, okay, to be called food. To be called food even. Okay? And that person, let's finish off. Let's read the last one. If you have a couple of minutes, we can read the last one and finish the Bhaashyam. Okay, who's next? Kaha.
Kaha.
Kaha. There is a
Tam prakrita.
Correct.
Here.
Tam
Tam
prakrita buddhihi
prakrita buddhihi
yathokta sadhana rahitaha
yadhokta sadhana rahitaha
Sandhya.
tan
tan
kaha itha
kaha ittha
tham
itham
evam yathokta sadhanavan
evam yadhokta sadhanavan
iva ityarthaha
iva ityadaha
veda vijanati
veda vijanati
yatra saha atma iti.
yatra saha atma iti.
The moolam kaha itha veda yatra saha, right? That is the moolam. This is the last part of this mantra. He is explaining. Kaha, Who is going to know this? Kaha ittha Veda. Who is going to know this? And so that who, kaha, is being explained by all these words. Tam will go with later. Tam will go with Atmanam. Okay, we leave the tam aside. Kaha means prakrita buddhihi yathokta sadhana rahitaha san. Kaha, who? Who's going to know this? Means what? Who is prakrita buddhihi, whose mindset is outward thinking only, prakrita buddhihi, unrefined. He only thing he knows is what to eat and which new restaurant to go, and which highway is being constructed, where can we go next? We've been to all these places. What is our next vacation? He's always planning the next vacation. So that prakrita buddhihi, that doesn't mean you should not plan for vacation and all. Please plan for your vacation and take care of your families. But I'm saying if that becomes the goal for this person, prakrita buddhihi, yathokta sadhana rahitaha, one who does not have the attributes that were discussed earlier in the previous mantras, yathokta sadhana rahitaha, kaha, ittha, sun means being in that manner, that person. Ittha means itham. Itham. Itha is Chandasam. Itham is a Sanskrit word, which means what? Evam yathokta sadhanam. Okay, Itham means the Itham. Itham means prakritam atman, that which is discussed, that atma, which is discussed. Itha Veda. That means Itham, that which is discussed so far, the topic, which is atma, Itham. And what kind of atma? Evam yathokta sadhanavan ityarthaha. I think I didn't say it right. It means, here itham refers not to atma. Itham refers to the person. Itham, that person who is prakrita buddhihi. Okay. No, that's what it is. So, who can know atma? Who can know atma? Well, yathokta sadhanavan itham purushaha Veda. Okay. One who has these attributes will know atma. Okay. Then how can that person who is a prakrita buddhihi, who does not have those kinds of attributes, okay, Veda, knows, vijanati, okay, knows, yatra saha atma iti. How can a person who does not have those attributes know the atma like the person who has all the attributes? Correct? Understood now? How can a person who does not have those attributes know the atma which is known by the person who has attributes, those qualifications? That is the way the sentence is working. Yatra saha atma iti. How can the person know where is this atma? Person will be if at all the person wants to look for atma also, he'll be constantly searching for atma. But otherwise, even the search itself will not be there. So yatra saha atma iti Veda vijanati. Who knows means nobody will know. Nobody without these qualifications can know this Atma. That is the final meaning of that sentence. Kaha itta Veda yatra saha. You can clarify more the satsang. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Let's read this. I forgot to read this conclusion of the Bhaashyam. Now, if you can unmute yourself, next person. Iti.
I'll read. Iti.
Okay, all right. Or Premaji. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Iti Premaji, go and unmute yourself. Iti.
It's not doing it.
Yeah, you got it.
Iti.
Srimad Paramahamsa
Srimad Paramahamsa
Parivrajagacharya
Parivrajagacharya
Govinda Bhagavat
Govinda Bhagavat
Pujya Pada Shishya
Pujya Pada Shishya
Srimad
Srimad
Acharya Shri Shankara Bhagavataha
Acharya Shankara Bhagavataha
Kritau
Krutau
Kathopanishad Bhashye
Kathopanishad Bhaashyam
Prathamadhyaye
Prathamadhyaye
Dvitiya Valli Bhaashyam
Valli Bhaashyam
Samaptam.
Samaptam.
Thank you.
Jagamati, Anvaya will be next week.
Oh, Anvaya we have not done. No, let's do the Anvaya. Why not? Good. Yasya Atmanah within brackets. Yasya Atmanah Ubhe Brahma cha Kshatram cha. Yasya Atmanah in brackets. Ubhe Brahma cha Kshatram cha. Within brackets, Sarva Dharma Vidharake. Odanaha Bhavataha. Odanaha Aha. Comma. Yasya Upasechanam or Yasyopasechanam Mrityuhu. Yasya Upasechanam Mrityuhu cha bhavati in brackets. Yasya Upasechanam Mrityuhu cha bhavati, comma, tam atmanam within brackets. Tam atmanam kaha, and kaha within brackets I've written yathokta sadhana rahitaha purushaha. Yathokta sadhana rahitaha. Purushaha is my addition, not Shankaracharya's word. Yathokta sadhana rahitaha purushaha, brackets close. Ittha within brackets Ittham sadhanavan iva. Ittham sadhanavan iva. Okay. Ittham sadhanavan iva Veda Mulam. Veda within brackets Vijanati. And then hyphen kaha within brackets kaha. That kaha is within brackets. Kaha yatra saha. Kaha yatra saha. Iti within brackets. Iti. You can even say, you can put Atma. Saha means Atma. Just to Make sure it is not referring to a person, it is referring to Atma. Kaha yatra saha Atma iti. So let me read this again. Yasya Atmanaha ubhe brahma cha kshatram cha sarva dharma vidharake odanaha bhavataha semicolon yasya upasechanam mrityuhu cha bhavati comma or semicolon tam atmanam kaha yathokta sadhana rahitaha purushaha ittha ittham sadhanavan iva veda vijanati hyphen kaha yatra saha iti.
Guruji, where did you mention Purushaha in between?
So the tam atmanam kaha yathokta sadhana rahitaha purushaha. Yeah, got it, Premaji? Yeah.
Yes, Guruji.